welcome you to this broadcast of high school varsity volleyball on NKTelco Sports. We're at the Cardinals' nest where the Arcanum Trojans will take on the New Bremen Cardinals. Tonight's game is brought to you by the following sponsors: Keyhole Pizza, First National Bank, Precision Strip, Emerson Climate Technologies, Carriage Works, Grand Lake Health, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, Lincoln Electric Automation, Minster Bank, New Knoxville Supply, Pratt Industries, Wagner's IGA, Wilson Health, Winners Meats, Speedway Lanes, and NKTelco. Again, welcome to New Bremen High School. I'm Greg Burning, my partner Brandon Coverman. Brandon, before we get started with the matchup here tonight, let's talk a little bit about these two teams. First, the visitors from Arcanum coming in with a 9-9 record.
Yeah, and you say that 9-9 record, really it's just kind of defined their season. They're in the middle pack of everything. You know, they're 9-9, so they've won half their games, they've lost half their games. They're in the middle of the Western Ohio Athletic Conference, sitting right there at 5th out of about 10 or 11 teams in that conference. Blank on the amount of teams in that conference. So really all season they've kind of been sitting around this 500 mark. They're led. They're peppered around with some experience, some underclassmen. They're led this year by Mackenzie Byrne with 118 kills. They have some talent here that are really wanting to come in and challenge themselves. They're in the Division III sectional here coming up Sunday, and they want to challenge themselves against the New Bremen Cardinals, the top team in Division IV.
Yep, and as you mentioned, the home team coming in with the 17-1 record, the New Bremen Cardinals.
Yeah, and New Bremen, it hasn't stopped. We did that game the other week against St. Henry where they went 5 sets. They went 5 sets against Fort Laramie. Not too long after that, won that game. They hosted a quad here Saturday where they faced 3 really solid clubs in Lima, Shawnee, Covington, and Versailles. Won all 3 of those games as well. So it seems like New Bremen's getting back on track from the one setback they've had this season. It seems like they're figuring things out for really a younger roster for Coach Diana Kramer. They're really figuring things out. They're playing really well. And, they have a chance still. This is their last non-conference game before tournament. They have 3 really big conference games coming up, so they're wanting to show, how good they can be. They've got Parkway on Thursday, and then they've got Minster and Fort Recovery next week. So there's still a chance that New Bremen can get a piece of that MAC title and share it with the Marion Local Flyers. So New Bremen's still got a lot to play for. They're going to be a high seed in that Wapak district that's always highly competitive. So still a lot to play for here for New Bremen. And this is a good warm-up test for a good team that they're going to see Thursday in Parkway.
Should be a good matchup here from New Bremen. We'll take a short break and be back with the starting lineups and the opening serve. You're watching high school volleyball on NKTelco Sports.
I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
At Wilson Health, we're extending care beyond the walls of the hospital, with resources designed to keep you in charge of your health.
Our independence and connection to the community are unique in a world where big healthcare strives to act like corporations.
Our tools may be the same, but we are different.
We're neighbors, friends, and family who truly care about the people who live here.
We call it Caring Without Limits, and it's just the beginning of a whole new Wilson Health.
Welcome back to New Bremen as we get ready for our starting lineups, and those starting lineups brought to you by Emerson Climate Technologies. Arcanum, the visitors here tonight, will be introduced first. They are coached by J.C. Holman. As we get to their starting lineup, number 1, sophomore Alexis Gibbons. Number 9, senior Sarah Kale. Number 10, senior Molly Erickson. Number 12, senior Reese Blinn. Number 14, sophomore Mackenzie Byrne. And number 21, Haley Smith Jr. And their libero, number 11, also a junior, Ashlyn Miller. And now we go to the home team, the New Bremen Cardinals, coached by Diana Kramer. Get through the non-starters here for New Bremen. And now the starters for your New Bremen Cardinals. Wearing jersey number 1, sophomore Melina Schrader. Number 2, junior Amelia Danmeyer. Number 4, junior Olivia Heitkamp. Number 6, senior Rihanna Paul. Number 8, senior Megan Reinhart. Number 10, sophomore Ava Trentman. In the libero for New Bremen, senior number 0, Abby Powers. Those starting lineups as we get ready to start here. Again, those starting lineups brought to you by Emerson Climate Technology. Before we get started with our matchup tonight, Brendan, let's talk about our keyhole keys to the game.
Thanks, Greg. And first, looking off of the Arcanum Trojans, they gave us 2 keys. They want to be competitive here. They're 9-9. They know they're big underdogs here to the number 1 team in the state. But that's why Coach Hallman has their team here. They want to get better. They want to know where they're at right before the tournament. The goal necessarily is not to win, which sounds weird, but they're just trying to find out who they are right before the draw. And it's a good way to compete. And they want to be dependent on each other. They want to play together. That's the key here for Arcanum tonight.
And on the other side, keys for New Bremen.
And then on the flip side, like I said, Coach Kramer keeps it simple. You about know the keys before you could even ask her. Serve, receive is always big. Getting that great first touch. Control the nerves if there's any out here. It's a non-conference game, so there's a little less nerves here tonight. It's not like it's a MAC game. You can play a little more loose. It's a Monday night. And just have fun. Again, it's that non-conference feel. You're just trying to play a good opponent. When you're already playing the MAC, you already are going to get a lot of good opponents. You play some good other teams out in your non-conference. You play some WBL teams. You play some Shelby County teams. So testing into some new waters here in the WOAC. It's some of those. It was probably a bit of a drive. It's probably a 45, 50-minute drive for Arcanum to get up here. So really, both teams kind of. It's a far distance, but credit both teams for putting each other on the schedule. Especially Arcanum. Going from the style that WOSC plays to the MAC is completely different, so give them credit there.
All right, here we go underway here. Set number 1. Arcanum with the first serve. Far side, Rihanna Paul smacks that one across court for the kill. So New Bremen starts out the way they would like to. Get a good serve receive, a good pass, and a kill by senior Rihanna Paul. Schrader with the first serve. It sails out of bounds. And a quick substitution. Number 24, Caitlin Sharp will check in for the Trojans. Sharp serve picked up by Paul. Schrader pops it up far side to Heitkamp. She dumps it across the double block. Nicely played by Arcanum. And free ball across. Good opportunity here for the Cardinals. They pop this one up to Paul again. Gets it off the deflection into the net. Nice save by the Trojans. Keep it in play. New Bremen, another good opportunity. This time to go right down the middle with Trentman. And the sophomore, Ava Trentman, gets on the board.
Yep, getting their middle is involved. It's going to be important. They play Parkway Thursday. Parkway has two very good middle hitters there, especially one in Gabrielle Stober. So nice job there by the Cardinals.
Good serve by Paul. Overplay right there, waiting on it. Trentman and number 8, Megan Reinhardt. Three to 1 here early on our first National Bank scoreboard in favor of New Bremen. Paul serve well long.
Like I said, New Bremen has a team serve around 88%. It's a little lower, but they say those aces make up for those errors, so those errors are going to happen.
Yeah, you just hope to limit them. Haley Smith, short serve, picked up by Powers. Quick set in the front court there to Trentman, timing a little off, trying to go with that quick hit. That'll drop for an Arcanum point, and we're quickly tied at 3. Smith again back to serve. Powers, back set to Heitkamp with her first swing, and nobody even looking at that one. Straight down, Olivia Heitkamp.
Yeah, and that's going to be the thing that Arcanum's going to have to figure out, matching up that size difference there that Olivia Heitkamp can bring. How many blockers will they send to the net? That's easy there. They're not going to stop that all day if that's what's going to happen when Olivia Heitkamp touches the ball near the net.
Kira Steiniger and Mary Rindler check in for the Cardinals. Here's Steiniger serving, and is an excellent server. Drops in an ace.
Don't be surprised by that. 18% of her serves are aces.
Steiniger back again to serve. Arcanum setting up their defense, able to get their hands on this one. Free ball across by Gibbons. Powers able to track it down, push far side to Reinhardt. And a nice play there. Overplayed to Mary Rindler, but wasn't sure if that stayed in or not. It did.
Coach Hallman not complaining. It was right in front of her. I thought it might have been a little out.
Yeah, I thought as well. It happened really quick. Maybe it got deflected. Either way, point was to New Bremen. Another good serve by Steiniger. That one's not going to go out of bounds. Rindler just taps that one over. So some really good serving here early by Kira Steiniger, leaving to some quick overplay points for New Bremen.
Defense creating offense, and that's exactly what you want. It's not an ace, but it's an overplay, and it gets the ball back on your side.
Another good serve by Steiniger, and that one will drop for an ace. So she's coming out guns a-blazing here to start the night. Cardinals quickly up 8-3.
What you love about her is she's not going to be a big-time hitter, but she just plays her role. And that's all she needs to do in this rotation. She gets them on runs and fires this team up in the middle of a rotation.
Misplayed there. Arcanum going to have to free ball it over. They do. Powers. Schrader. Quick set to Mary Rindler. Overplayed outside the antenna, so Rindler will get credited, and the run continues now 9-3.
Rindler has three. Yeah, Rindler has 3 kills here early for the freshman.
I'm surprised Coach Holman didn't take a timeout. They're trailing by 6, letting her team settle this out. Back set to Gibbons, and Gibbons will get that one to drop off the deflection.
Gibbons gets the first kill of the match for Arcanum. They've got their points off a couple New Bremen serving errors.
Emily Fout checks in for Arcanum. Powers picks up the serve, back to Heitkamp, and another strong shot there by Olivia Heitkamp.
And something that Mary Rindler does there is distracts, the action of the Arcanum defense, trying to go get that ball, and then Heitkamp just comes out of nowhere and smacks it down.
Good serve from Heitkamp. Shot across short. Powers able to get to it. They go far side to Reinhardt, blocked at the net. Reinhardt able to dig it out. This will be Heitkamp from the 10-foot line, and a good shot there. Things rolling along here well, 11-4 for New Bremen. Eikamp again with the serve. Miss hit, and that'll drop for an ace. Cardinals now out 12-4. That'll lead us to a precision strip timeout. We'll take a short break as well. You're watching high school volleyball on NKTelco Sports.
CarriageWorks has expanded and now can hold up to 25 cars in our service bay. CarriageWorks thrives on customer satisfaction. We accomplish that by providing top-of-the-line technology. CarriageWorks now uses a laser beam system to measure down to the millimeter of factory specs to better service you and get you back on the road. CarriageWorks has a brand new top-of-the-line paint booth that uses waterborne paint. There's no job too big or too small for CarriageWorks. We're certified collision specialists. Come in and see us today.
Kemmler Orthopedic Center is focused on a personalized, caring approach to treat all aspects of orthopedics, including total joint replacement, shoulder reconstruction, stem cell injections, and more. Dr. James Kemmler and Jed Cooney, certified PA, are dedicated to providing the best orthopedic care in the Grand Lake region. Kemmler Orthopedic Center has offices located in Salina and Van Wert, along with extended evening hours. To schedule an appointment, call our office at 419-586-5760.
Welcome back to New Bremen. We're here in the first set. The Cardinals out to a good start at 12-4.
Yeah, and I think it's that serve game. You know, they have 3 aces. They average a little over 3 a set, so that's definitely been the difference here early, Greg.
Back on the Cardinal side, they'll set it up far side to Reinhardt. And all positioning and play from New Bremen going well. They continue their run, now up 13-4.
I think an interesting stat I looked at, there's 4 New Bremen players that have over 90 kills on the season, one of them being their setter, Melina Schrader. Arcanum only 1 player that has over 90 kills, and that's Mackenzie Byrne at 110, or 118, excuse me.
Short shot there by Gibbons, picked up by Steiniger. This one passed up front to foul, blocked at the net by Rindler and Schrader. Far side free ball to cross, and it's going to sail out of bounds off of Burrell. And New Bremen continues now with a 10-point lead at 14-4. Eikamp back to serve. Popped up by Burrell. Backs at the little running one-hander and into the net. I think she was in the net actually as well from Byrne. A point for New Bremen. As Eikamp continues to serve. I put the curse on her there. She pops out into the net.
And that's 3 of the 5 points they've given to the Arcanum Trojans is via the service error. So like I said, it's going to balance itself out with the aces, sometimes with the errors. It's just trying to avoid them at the worst times.
Lily Jonting checks in for Arcanum, back to serve, number 2. Deep, picked up by Steiniger, far side over to Reinhardt, and Reinhardt able to drop it in the opening.
The blocker's not fast enough to the net there for Arcanum. They were kind of distracted on the other side when they set it to Paul. There was no way. Those blockers are way too slow getting to the net there. That was an easy kill there for Paul.
Abby Powers back to serve. New Bremen up 16-5 on our First National Bank scoreboard. Blocked at the net by Rindler. Pushed across by Jonting. Far side back to Paul. Looking for a deflection or a tip. And I believe they get it. Nope, it's called in.
Was it? Okay. Might have had to have been tipped at the net then. Yep. Because I didn't see that. Because that had to have been the only way it was in. It was out. Right. It had to be touched.
Short serve Powers picked up by Jonting. Steiniger. And there is the aforementioned Schrader turning and swinging with the kill.
If that's Schrader's 92nd kill on the year. There's not too many setters when you run a 5-1 especially that have 92 kills.
18-5, all New Bremen here in this first set. Powers served right at Jonting with a laser. And that one will be free balled across by Kale. Too far across, back on the Arcanum side. Steiniger right there. Here comes Schrader again. As we'll have a point, Arcanum in the net.
Killed a Schrader.
And New Bremen not wasting time here in this first set. Up 19-5. Abby Powers back to serve. Short serve. I believe that's 4 service points now out of the 6 Arcanum points, 4 of them via the serve. 2 short ones, 2 long ones. Libero Miller's serve. Free balled over. Miller tracks it down. And that punched across. Oh, good effort there by Paul to track it down. Backside high camp, 10-foot line down.
Boy, that ball just sinks right away. That's the thing. It doesn't travel, straight like most balls do for, that gets set beyond the 10-foot line. It dives right away, which makes it so hard to dig out for those back row players.
Well, and you mentioned it earlier. If there's no blockers up there, it's going to be a quick match.
Yeah.
You that's one thing we know for sure is that New Bremen can hit. And if you're not going to send anybody up there to get in their way, they're going to take full advantage. And now you got the effort from the back row getting to every ball as well. Nice effort there from Fout from Arcanum as that sails out of bounds. And the Cardinals now up 21-6 here in our first set from New Bremen. Amelia Danmeyer back to serve, catches the top of the net. Good save by Fout. Pushed across, Danmeyer with the dig. Schrader, far side to Paul. And a good save by Jonting. Good defense both ways. Good opportunity here for New Bremen. Backside to Trentman, timing a little off, but she catches enough of it to get the kill.
Yeah, it wasn't the prettiest there, but kind of ran that slide play there. Trentman to get her second kill of the set. New Bremen running away with this one here early.
Danmeyer again, strong on that serve. Kept in play by Arcanum. Go back to Burrell, and right there with the block, Ava Trentman.
Boy.
Everything clicking here for New Bremen in this first set.
Yeah, Trentman playing up now full-time on varsity, getting more action. I think the more and more Coach Kramer's playing her, more and more she's getting used to this varsity-style play of volleyball.
Ace by Amelia Danmeyer, 24-6 Cardinals. Danmeyer trying to close out this first set for New Bremen. And a nice save there by Miller back over on the Cardinal side. Another good opportunity. Schrader, Trentman through the block and down. And one set in the books here from New Bremen. The Cardinals over Arcanum 25-6. We'll take a short break and be back with set number 2. You're watching high school volleyball on NKTelco Sports.
We are here and here and here. Minster Bank is everywhere, providing every banking service that you need to keep your financial life in order. Whether you are on the go or stopping by one of our branches, Minster Bank is here for you. We proudly support the communities where you live. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
Unpack your potential with a career at Pratt Industries. Working at Pratt Industries is more than a job. It's a sustainable career.
Pratt Industries to me is a job. It's my career. It's the way I put food on my table, but I love what I do.
We offer competitive pay, excellent benefits, and opportunities for career advancement. To apply, visit careers.prattindustries.com.
Are you looking for a rewarding career? Lincoln Electric Automation in Coldwater and Fort Loramie supplies top-of-the-line automation systems to manufacturers. Lincoln Electric Automation routinely develops its team through hiring and by offering advanced technical training. We understand that every employee matters, and every role contributes to the success of our business. We offer advancement opportunities, competitive wages, and benefit packages. Visit LincolnElectric.com and get on track to a better career and a better future.
Welcome back to New Bremen. One set in the books, dominating fashion by New Bremen, taking it 25-6.
Yeah, and 4 of the 6 Arcanum points that set came off of New Bremen's service errors, and New Bremen just flexing their muscle early on, showing that they're pretty much the superior team here right now. And like I said, Coach Holloman said they wanted to compete. This is where they got to compete, and that's a great start for them.
Yeah, blocking at the net we did not see in the first set. Haley Smith there, number 21 for Arcanum. And maybe a quick discussion during that timeout, or I should say set break, because we literally saw nobody at the net in the first set for Arcanum. And now back-to-back service points, we saw multiple blockings. This popped up for Paul. Good shot from about the 8-foot stripe. Arcanum, good job getting it back. They're going to go to Paul again. She'll go down the line, cross the blockers for the kill.
Interesting, they set Paul from there. Usually she's set only pretty much exclusively out that left front. Usually don't see her set out that right front too often.
Here's Paul back to serve, catches the top of the net, Johnson with the dig. And free ball across by Brown. Little rotation change there for Arcanum as well. Highcamp tips it across, and that will drop. So Highcamp getting the favorable tip there for a kill.
5 kills now for Olivia, just a little under her average of 4.9 a set, which again is ridiculous. She's going to be in the running for that MAC Player of the Year coming out here soon in a couple weeks.
Paul serve again, this time picked up by Miller. Back set. Cardinal side, this is Reinhardt, picked up in the back row by Miller, set up by Erickson, blocked at the net. Back on the Arcanum side. Burrell punches it across. So that was Kale, number 9. Here's Highcamp, cross court, and that will deflect out of bounds. So Highcamp with another kill.
6 now for her, ring it up for Olivia, long to go with an ace.
Three to 1 on our First National Bank scoreboard. If you're just joining us, I'm Greg Burning, my partner Brandon Coverman. Just getting started here in the second set. Cardinals taking the first one over Arcanum 25-6. They lead here in the second 4-1. Brianna Paul back to serve for New Bremen. Johnson with the pick. Back set on the far side there to, I believe that was Erickson, and free ball across by New Bremen. Popped up again, blocked at the net by Reinhardt, and tipped across there by number 9, Sarah Kale, for the kill.
Yep, big kill there for Arcanum. They only had 1 total kill that whole first set.
That is number 24, Caitlin Sharp, to serve. And communication not happening there on the Arcanum side as that one falls untouched. That'll bring the Steininger-Rendler rotation back in for New Bremen. Good serve by Steininger, picked up nicely by Arcanum. Tipped across, blocked at the net by Reinhardt. Shot from Smith for the New Bremen point.
Yeah, tried to just get a little too cute there, and Reinhardt there for the block. Second termination block for the Cardinals.
Steininger back to serve, short serve. Popped up there by Byrne. And knocked across by Byrne. Powers with the dig for New Bremen. Far side, Reinhardt, left-handed shot. Able to get it across. Schrader up front to Rendler. Nice save there on the far side by number 10, Erickson. As we got a double hit called against Arcanum. A great save there, number 10, Molly Erickson, earlier in that point. Cardinals, though, come away with it and now have a 5-point lead. Pass up front, tipped across, right idea there by Erickson. Cardinals waiting on it. Here's Highcamp, blocked at the net. Schrader spins, passes it far side to Reinhardt. Good defense, Arcanum. Tracked down and pushed across by Brown. Here's New Bremen back to Reinhardt. Can't find it and smacks it into the net.
Wasn't the cleanest set from Schrader either. It was a tough ball for Reinhardt to catch up with there.
Definitely had a weird angle to it. 7-3 on our First National Bank scoreboard. Haley Smith with the serve for Arcanum. Back set here to Highcamp, cross-court shot, and that will go down into the net.
7 kills for Olivia again to lead all kill getters here tonight.
Highcamp served really well in that first set. That's going to be a miss hit from Erickson. Point for New Bremen. And this is the score we had in the first set, 9-3. Arcanum trying to see if they can slow this New Bremen offense down. Powers, Schrader, slide route, Rendler, and down. I was just going to say, if you give them that kind of time and that kind of location, good things are going to happen on the offense.
Yeah, Arcanum's doing a better job of sending blockers to the net there. They just don't have the height to match up with New Bremen's vertical ability at the net.
Pushed up front there to Erickson, bumped across. Highcamp able to track it down, push far side. Reinhardt full swing, nice dig there by Erickson. Good swing there from number 25, Caitlin Brown, and the kill for Arcanum.
Yeah, the thing is here, there's only 3 people from Arcanum that have a kill. Their top kill getter, Mackenzie Byrne, not even really any touches yet at the net. So it's been that New Bremen serving that's been keeping the Trojans out of system.
Tough when you're halfway through the second set.
Yeah.
And you've only got a handful of kills. Far side, Reinhardt dumps it across. Byrne there to dig it out. And that one didn't even clear the net off of Leaper. So New Bremen point there, and they now lead 11-4 on our First National Bank scoreboard. As the senior Abby Powers back to serve. Miller, tough play there, good handle out of the net, but Miller not able to get wrapped around on it, so that'll go out of bounds, point New Bremen.
And Cardinals starting to pull away here, 12-4.
Powers again with the serve. That one a little short. Clears the net, though, and in for an ace.
Boy, that looked off her hand. It looked like it was for sure in the net.
I thought the same as well. Instead, she drops in an ace and extends the lead to 9 here in set number 2. That one goes just wide. Nice eyes there by Leaper. Let that one go. Couple substitutions. Number 2, Jonting, will check in. Here's Jonting back to serve for Arcanum, trailing 13-5. Highcamp with the dig. Schrader, far side, Rihanna Paul, cross court. Jonting with the pick. Pushed across on 2. Powers able to track it down. Far side, Rihanna Paul. Back row in. A good shot by the senior outside hitter.
5 kills for her now. Nice location, tucked it in that back corner. 14-5 now. Cardinals on the First National Bank first scoreboard.
Here's Amelia Danmeyer's serve. That'll be deflected off and out of bounds for an ace.
You can just tell as soon as that left her hand, that ball was sinking and sinking and sinking. And Arcanum just came up and played it wrong, and it resulted in a Cardinal ace.
Danmeyer again, back to serve, and she records another ace. So back-to-back aces for Danmeyer, and the Cardinals quickly out to a 16-5 lead. On our First National Bank scoreboard, that thing dove. Luckily for Arcanum, it tipped the net because that thing looked like it was going to go straight down.
You're right.
Schrader, far side to Reinhardt, down the line and in.
Rihanna Paul, nice kill there. That ball was a laser.
It was hit hard. 17-5. Danmeyer still serving. Deflected here. Arcanum trying to get this one over. They do. Trentman picks it up. Far side again to Reinhardt. Goes cross court. Jonathan gets a handle on it, but it deflects out of bounds.
Rihanna Paul now 7 kills to tie her with Olivia Highcamp. Again, like I said, she's exclusive to really set out that left front. And she does a nice job out there approaching that ball.
Danmeyer again, deeper serve here again to Jonting. Back set and shot hit across court. Number 9, Sarah Kale. She'll get the kill off the deflection.
Yep. Nice job by Kale there. 2nd kill of the match for her.
The libero Miller back to serve. Schrader back set Trentman. Arcanum trying to get it back over into play. They do. Schrader back sets Highcamp at the 10-foot line. Nice dig there again by Fout. And free ball across by Kale. Schrader on 2. Dinks it over for the hook shot kill.
something you've seen there from New Bremen. They run that slide play for Trentman. They don't run that a whole lot for her, but it's something I think to the point of the game where they're like, we need to work on this.
Right,
we need to work on it. Because Trentman's got the size and the ability to run a good play like that. So it's good you work on it in a game situation.
Schrader, quick set to Heitkamp, and it's straight down. Olivia Heitkamp. Cardinals now up to 20-6 on our first National Bank scoreboard. Schrader again, that one deep, but hits the back line, ace.
Boy, it hung there for a bit where you're like, it might go, and then it dove the last moment it could.
I thought it was going to go out for sure, and it definitely, clearly was in bounds. Another good serve by Schrader, another ace. And things keep rolling here for New Bremen. Just 3 points away from taking a 2-0 lead. Schrader, back row, picked up by Miller. Free ball across into the net by Jonting, so another point by the Cardinals.
The Cardinals just again flexing their muscle. Not even close like the first set. It was 12-4 there a while ago, and 11-2 run here lately for New Bremen.
And you mentioned it earlier, Brandon, the serving definitely causing Arcanum lots of problems. Back set here to Heitkamp cross court. Nice dig there by Fout. Cross court shot, Powers with the great save, and Heitkamp dinks it across. Leaper getting her hands on that one and pushed across by Byrne. That was 9, Kale. And finally a New Bremen kill, and now just 1 point away from taking the second set. 24-6 on our first National Bank scoreboard. Schrader trying to close it out. Miller, free ball across from Smith. Schrader, quick set, Trentman straight down, and New Bremen will match the first set as they take the second by the same score. Cardinals 25, Arcanum 6. We'll take a short break and be back with set number 3. You're watching high school volleyball on NKTelco Sports.
New Knoxville Supply Company, the supply source for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. We specialize in plumbing products from many name brands, electrical products from replacing a light switch to rewiring an entire house, heating, air conditioning, and geothermal products, sheet metal ductwork, installations, and service. We are now housing more inventory, so all the hardware items you need to complete the job are available right away. New Knoxville Supply. Stop in, call, or check us out online at newknoxvillesupply.com.
Whether you do business from a corner store or a corner office, there is one asset your business cannot do without: the internet. Everything from sales and marketing, training and shipping, PR, HR, and R&D, your business relies on a fast, reliable, and secure connection. And now, it's more important than ever to partner with an internet provider you can trust. Get Flight Fiber for Business, backed by local tech support from NKTelco. Call today.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
Welcome back to New Bremen as we get set for our third set. I'd like to thank our sponsors for tonight's action: Burke Petroleum, Chiltex LLC, Cy Sweeterman Incorporated, Dickman Supply, Hometown Opportunity, Fuelsman Automotive, Park National Bank, SecureCom, and St. Henry Bank. Our keys to the game sponsor, Keyhole Pizza. Our scoreboard sponsor, First National Bank, Think First. Starting lineup sponsored by Emerson Climate Technologies. Our timeouts sponsored by Precision Syrup, and our live view sponsor, Speedway Lanes. And at the conclusion of this game, Brandon and I will name a player of the game, and that sponsor is NKTelco. Thanks again to all those great sponsors as we get started here in set number 3. Bremen starts out with a 1-0 lead. Arcanum looking to answer. Good save there by Schrader. Popped up here, Rihanna Paul, cross-court shot for the kill.
Boy, that's the thing right there. That just makes New Bremen better than most teams. As that play looked dead, Schrader bumped it up. A beautiful bump from Powers.
Good height.
That would have just put most teams out of system. And New Bremen, it makes them put them in system. And so close to that falling.
Tonight, that's about the only thing that's put them out of system is their serving.
Yeah.
And it's not been bad. They just had a couple.
And they've given up 13 points, and you have to say 7 or 8 of those have been on service errors. So it's been and you know, with the aggressive service, we know they're going to have those 7 or 8 errors. That's not uncommon.
Right. It's that far side high camp. You know, you're going to get some of that too.
Like I said, with now the aces. The ace has been 2, 3, 6, 8, 9. 9 aces to about 6 or 7 serving errors. That's pretty normal, actually, you know, for New Bremen. I think they had 160-some service aces to compare to 130 errors.
Shot across court there by 14 Byrne. Back on the Cardinal side, right up the middle, Trentman. Good save, Miller. Arcanum able to get it back across. Far side here's New Bremen's Reinhardt. Picked, set up here again to Byrne, blocked at the net by Trentman and Highcamp. Byrne again, can't get that one across.
Said Byrne is the lead kill getter. Still does not have a kill. 4 points into the 5 point service points into this third set. And that's just crediting on the New Bremen serving and getting him out of system.
Serving that one was Paul. It goes into the net. So 4-2 here early in our third set. New Bremen took the first two, 25-6, 25-6. As that one will fall untouched to bring Arcanum within 1.
Yep, first ace of the game now for Arcanum. Haven't had too many service opportunities, but with a chance to tie it up now, and they do.
So good serve there from 21, Haley Smith. We're all even at 4 here in our third set. Danmeyer, short pick, passed up, 3-balled across by Danmeyer. Back set and tipped across by Arcanum's Gibbons. Nice back set by Schrader. Schrader going to get it again. This time goes opposite way to Reinhardt, and a nice shot down the line for the kill.
They haven't had an answer for Megan Reinhardt or Rihanna Paul out that left front position. They haven't gone to high camp as much as they usually have, and those guys have just done a nice job out that left front, and some great sets again by Schrader.
That'll bring Steininger in to serve for New Bremen, and she puts that one right down the line. Looked like it was in for an ace.
Right in front of Coach Holloman. She does not disagree, so the third ace for Ms. Steininger.
Steininger back again. Miller pushes it up, and it's free balled across. Schrader, quick set. Rendler, miss hit there a little bit. Back on the Arcanum side, blocked by Rendler. And down it goes. So Mary Rendler getting the block for a point for New Bremen.
Yep, nice job by the freshman. That block and 4 kills tonight for the freshman middle hitter.
Steininger back to serve again. That one catches the tape. So point will go to Arcanum, trailing 7-5 here in set number 3.
And a better start here for Arcanum. They've only scored 6 points in each of the first 2 sets, and they're already at 5 now.
It's number 5, Emily Fout back to serve. Fout back to serve for Arcanum. Schrader right at the net. Nice save, and there's Miller with the slam dunk. Not Miller, sorry, Rendler with the slam dunk. Mary Rendler.
5 now for her. That set was very tight at the net. A nice clean pick by Melina Schrader right there.
And an ace by Olivia Highcamp.
2 of those for her now.
9-5 for New Bremen. In favor of New Bremen, I should say, on our First National Bank scoreboard. That one tipped across by Byrne. She's going to be, I think, in the net. And the Cardinals quickly put together a run and a 5-point lead. And that's going to lead us to a quick timeout. We'll keep it right here. I'd like to remind everyone that this match will be replayed on NKTelco Sports on NKTelco Channel 3 or in HD on Channel 503. It'll be replayed twice, Sunday, October 23rd at 3 p.m. and Monday, October 24th at 4 p.m. You can also watch more games on demand through YouTube, Facebook, and at nktelco.com/sports. Well, Brandon, we're into our third set here quickly from New Bremen. And the first two have been won by New Bremen in dominant style. They now got a five-point lead here in the third.
Yeah, and really not much has changed, I think New Bremen has, the reason it's closer is this set is because New Bremen's service team has struggled with a few of those service points, but that happens over the course of what is possibly going to be a three-set match here. So Arcanum coming out playing better this set and getting in system just like that.
And that was the first kill for number 14, Byrne, I believe.
Yep.
For Arcanum. That will bring Lily Jonting back to serve, number 2 for Arcanum. Picked up by Steiniger. Slide play for Rindler across court and down for the kill.
One thing, we talked about was Arcanum wanting to come here and be competitive. How many times do you think of the course of the season they've seen a slide play like that? Probably not very often. It's stuff you haven't seen. It's stuff you try to see to get better.
Fout pops this one up to number 9, Sarah Kale for the kill.
Kale has the most kills for Arcanum now with 3.
(11-7) on our First National Bank scoreboard. Here's Ashlyn Miller serving for Arcanum. Steiniger, Schrader though able to track it down and just get it across. And luckily they get a free ball out of it as well. So Bremen able to attack here. Slide play again. Rindler, nice block by Kale. Schrader, far side to Rihanna Paul. Miller gets her hands on it. Jonting tracks it down. And free ball across by Kale. Bremen quickly coming back to attack, and that is Melina Schrader wisely going ahead on 2 before the defense was set.
Yeah, and every time she's ran that, she's not been stopped tonight. She has 6 kills. Every time she's dumped it over, she has gotten a kill out of it. So can't get better than 100% efficiency, Greg.
It's pretty tough to do. I will bring Amelia Danmeyer in. Cardinals up 12-7 on our First National Bank scoreboard here in set number 3. They took the first 2. Cross-court shot by number 12, Reese Blinn for the kill. Arcanum hanging around here in this third set, trail by 4. This is Molly Erickson back to serve. Good pass by Highcamp over to Rihanna Paul, and a good set there by the Cardinals.
Rihanna Paul having a nice game tonight. 9 kills now for her, tying her with Highcamp for the team high. She's doing a nice job. That left front, she's just very explosive out of it.
Schrader back to serve, 13-8. This popped up, popped up far side. Cardinals back on the attack. Highcamp easily through the blockers, as you mentioned before, well late.
Yes, well, and it's just the feet too. That's why coaches work on footwork. When you got to move side to side, when you got to have that lateral movement, you got to move from one side to the other to at least throw hands up and at least affect the shot.
Schrader, quick pass. Trentman, timing good on that one, and Ava Trentman smacks it down.
The eyes of the Arcanum defense went right away to Olivia Highcamp. Didn't even notice Trentman in the middle, and I don't know why not. Just a big lapse in judgment there by Arcanum.
Schrader, good serve, sails just a bit outside and out of bounds. So 15-9 on our First National Bank scoreboard. I'd like to remind everyone that at the conclusion of this match, Brandon and I will name a player of the game. That player of the game sponsored by NKTelco. As that shot off of Caitlin Sharp goes into the net. Rihanna Paul back to serve for the Cardinals. Miller gets a handle on it, but nobody there to track it down. Paul will get the ace. And the Cardinals now up by 8. 17-9. Good pass up front. Cross-court shot by Byrne is in for the kill.
Yep, she's getting her sea legs under her, so to speak. Maybe a little bit too little too late, but her second kill now.
Molly Erickson with the set for Arcanum. The shot across by Haley Smith. Nice save there by Dan Meyer. And free ball across by Reinhardt. Erickson, back set. And a nice tip for the kill. Alexis Gibbons, number 1 with the kill.
Yep, and Arcanum just playing better this set. And this is exactly probably what Coach Holloman wants to see. At least her ladies are fighting here against the top team in Division 4.
Smith serve again. Here's Highcamp, and Highcamp will smack that one down for a kill.
Highcamp now goes up to 11 on the match.
Number 25, Caitlin Sharp will check in. Sorry, Caitlin Brown will check in for Arcanum. Here is Steininger for New Bremen, up 18-11. Miller. This one passed over to Brown. Powers will pick it up for New Bremen. Pass far side to Reinhardt. Double block and down. That was Brown, Brown and also Alexis Gibbons there for the block for Arcanum.
Second termination block for a point for Arcanum. Again, 12 points now, doubling the total from each of the first and second set.
Emily Fout, number 5, back to serve for the Trojans. Powers. Tough pass there for Schrader, just pops it up to Highcamp. Fout with the dig, nicely done. Tipped across and back over by Rindler. Bremen going to get an opportunity here. Schrader, far side, Reinhardt, down the line and in. You could see that one coming. New Bremen's ran that numerous times. You mentioned it before with Reinhardt and Rihanna Paul.
Yeah, and again, that Arcanum defense just sucked up. Luckily, that didn't go long for them, just stayed in by about a foot.
Speaking of sailing long, that serve from Highcamp will go out of bounds. 19-13 on our First National Bank scoreboard. Think first. Favor of New Bremen. The Cardinals took the first set 25-6. Also won the second one 25-6. Trying to close things out here in the third. Here's Jonting trying to keep things going for her Arcanum Trojans. Far side set to Reinhardt, picked up and knocked across by Kale. Far side go back to Reinhardt. Cross court shot in.
Megan Reinhardt now with 5 kills.
(20-13), New Bremen on top. Tipped back,
Lift,
and I was going to say it's probably going to be a lift anytime you go backwards with that shot that close on hit number 2. 21-13 in favor of New Bremen. Picked up nicely by Jonting from Powers serve. Miller able to get to it. Schrader, far side, goes back to Paul. Miller with the dig, foul, able to track it down and free ball back over to New Bremen. Schrader goes on 2, nobody there, down for the kill.
Schrader now 7 kills. Again, amazing for a setter running a 5-1. She's had 98 kills total on the year.
Powers now just 3 points shy of closing out this match for the Cardinals. Blocked at the net by Schrader. As New Bremen now extends their lead to 10, up 23-13. Jonting with the pick up there. Kale, long shot, goes out of bounds. Cardinals continue to dominate and are up 24-13 on our First National Bank scoreboard. Need just one more point to close out this match here tonight. Jonting with the dig. Kale, strong shot is in. So Kale, strong shot on the back line. Keeps things going for Arcanum. Here is Ashlyn Miller, the libero. Trailing by 10. Schrader, back set Highcamp, 10-foot line, and that'll do it. The Cardinals take the match in straight sets. While Brandon's getting our post-game stats put together, I'd like to again thank our sponsors for tonight's action. Keyhole Pizza, First National Bank, Precision Strip, Emerson Climate Technologies, Carriage Works, Grand Lake Health, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, Lincoln Electric Automation, Minster Bank, New Knoxville Supply, Pratt Industries, Wagner's IGA, Wilson Health, Winners Meats, Speedway Lanes, NKTelco, Burke Petroleum, Chiltex LLC, Cy Sweeterman Incorporated, Dickman Supply, Hometown Opportunity, Fuelsman Automotive, Park National Bank, SecureCom, and St. Henry Bank. I'd like to also remind everyone that NKTelco Sports and its sponsors are pleased to bring you replays of tonight's high school varsity volleyball action on NKTelco Channel 3 or in HD on Channel 503. This match will be replayed twice, Sunday, October 23rd at 3 p.m. and also Monday, October 24th at 5 p.m. You can also watch more games on demand through YouTube, Facebook, and at nktelco.com/sports. Here with our post-game stats, Mr. Brandon Coverman.
Thanks, Greg. And taking a look first for the visiting Arcanum Trojans, only 9 kills in total tonight. 2 aces and 2 termination blocks for points. 4 of those 9 kills came from Sarah Kale, 2 from Mackenzie Byrne, 1 from Reese Blinn, 1 from Caitlin Brown, and 2 from Alexis Gibbons. The 2 aces came from Haley Smith, and termination block each for Smith and Caitlin Brown. On the flip side, for the victorious New Bremen Cardinals, they had 44 kills. They had 12 aces and 4 blocks for points. Leading in kills is Olivia Heitkamp with 12. Rihanna Paul right behind her with 9. Melina Schrader at 7. Megan Reinhardt at 5. Ava Trentman with 5. 6 for Mary Rindler. Ace side of it, they had 1 for Rihanna Paul, 3 for Kira Steiniger, 2 for Olivia Heitkamp, 3 aces for Amelia Danmeyer, 2 for Melina Schrader, 1 for Abby Powers. Termination block split between 4 girls: Melina Schrader, Ava Trentman, Megan Reinhardt, and Mary Rindler. So again, overall dominating performance from the Cardinals. You know, they ran right out the chute, right out the first whistle. They pretty much ran away with this ball game and get another nice win and go 18-1 with a big MAC showdown coming Thursday with a very good Parkway team. That's a couple good middle hitters. It'll be a very good challenge for them to keep pace at the top of the MAC.
Yeah, as you mentioned today, excuse me, sometimes non-conference games you get a little lackadaisical. Not tonight. New Bremen coming out, swinging right out the gate. Take 25-6, 25-6, 25-14, and as you mentioned, Brandon, move their record to 18-1 in the win. With the loss, Arcanum drops to 9-10. Before we get out of here tonight, I'd like to mention our player of the game, sponsored by NKTelco, is going to go to number 8, Rihanna Paul.
Yeah, she's had a nice game tonight. You feel like sometimes a player like her gets lost in the cards, but she played a really nice game tonight. Just 9 kills. She plays so well out of that left front position, hitting-wise. Just a nice night for Rihanna. Definitely been a senior leader, been a nice contributor on this team the past few years. Doesn't maybe get the glitz and the glam that the other players does, but she's always consistent and does a nice job for Coach Diana Kramer and her team, and it's a big reason why they're ranked number 1 in the state.
Again, congratulations to Rihanna Paul, our NKTelco player of the game. That's going to do it for us here tonight. I'd like to thank my partner, Brandon Coverman. I'm Greg Burning. Thanks for watching.